Yes. Honorable Geoffrey Kinney. Yes, let's hear you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to make this statement on renewed clashes in my constituency in Nkwanta South, which have resulted in the loss of many precious lives. And as a third termer of this good house, I deem it extremely necessary and a duty to draw the attention of this august house to the renewed clashes so that, with your kind support, this recurring conflict can be permanently solved. Mr. Speaker, first and foremost, let me state that the constituency is a municipality in Oti region recently carved out of Volta. The renewed clashes are between the Adeles, Achudes, Chalas, and a Muslim group in Nkwanta. The conflict happened as a result of a dispute over unclear land boundaries among the feuding factions and tribes. Mr. Speaker, may I use this occasion to report to the House that a total of 22 precious lives had been lost since 2022. And as I make this statement, the entire township of Nkwanta has been deserted, turning the place into a ghost town. Government institutions such as banks, schools, hospitals are not functioning fully, while general economic activities and social life has grounded to a halt. As most people have fled from the municipality to avoid further loss of lives and property, other forms of violence perpetrated by the various factions includes attack on farms, destruction of shops, and burning of houses. Right Honorable Speaker, at this juncture, let me use this occasion to congratulate and to commend the security agencies comprising of the police, military, fire, and the immigration officers, as well as NADMO, whose personnel were able to work tirelessly to restore law and order. May I also add that the continued presence of these security agencies has immensely contributed in subsiding the hostilities considerably. It is my fervent prayer that the military will remain in the municipality for some time until calm is fully restored. Mr. Speaker, instead of applying peaceful means and dialogue to solve these misunderstandings, the factions have resorted to violence, resulting in the loss of innocent lives. Indeed, the conflict has taken a deep toll on the people, and until total peace is restored, economic, social, and educational activities cannot proceed in a normal way. In finding a lasting solution to the conflict, let us do well to take into account all the various factors that directly or indirectly tend to fuel dispute at various places. This includes social exclusion or marginalization, extreme politicization of issues, lack of trust, and suspicion of public officials by the different tribes. Let me add that a comprehensive approach which takes into account all the above factors is the surest way to resolve the conflicts in Nkwanta South. Right Honorable Speaker, as the incumbent member of Parliament of the constituency, I wish to pledge my fullest support and commitment to every effort that will be made to bring peace to the area. On my part, I have so far played a neutral role as a peacemaker by doing all in my power to apply communication to draw their attention to the urgent need for dialogue and the negative impact of violence on the constituency. In addition, I wish to request that a special committee be constituted by the appropriate authorities to critically and dispassionately delve into all the issues with the sole aim of finding a lasting solution. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, I would like to sympathize with the bereaved families, those who have lost their properties and displaced, and to plead with all factions to hang their gloves while efforts are being made to bring peace. I therefore call for the kind support of charitable organizations to come to our aid. Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you once again for this opportunity. Thank you.
I'll begin with the lady.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to this heartbreaking statement made by Honorable Geoffrey Kinney, MP for Nkwanta South Municipality or Constituency. Mr. Speaker, like the honorable member from the other side said, this conflict started about 30 years ago when I was a border patrol officer in Nkwanta. When the conflict started, it was between two tribes, the Achodes and the Chalas. Mr. Speaker, there were no killings about 15 years ago. But of late, what has happened is that anytime there was this conflict, when a person from another tribe is killed, then that tribe joins the conflict. So initially, it was between the Chalas and the Achodes. An Adele man was killed, then the Adeles joined. Of late, a Muslim has been killed, then the Muslims joined. So we need to actually look at the actors of this conflict. The primary actors, those who are involved in the conflict, and then those who are also having interest, the secondary actors, and then the others who hide behind the conflict. They hide behind the conflict to do the killings. They are the shadow actors. Mr. Speaker, in every conflict, the shadow actors are more dangerous than the people who are involved in the conflict. What is happening is that when people are arrested, when this conflict began, when people are arrested, no proper investigations are done, and then the culprits are left unpunished. That's why this continues. Mr. Speaker, Nkwanta municipality, they are farmers. Now people are afraid even to go to their farms for farming activities. It's also another commercial center. When it comes to marketing, Nkwanta market is a very big market on Mondays and Tuesdays. Mr. Speaker, unless we actually look at what to do about the shadow actors who are hiding behind this conflict and to deal with them, this conflict in Nkwanta will never end. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that this assembly, as a result of this conflict, this assembly is struggling. The MP has put his personal resources in giving relief items to the victims. Last year, when this conflict started, the items that were meant for the flood victims, almost half of the items were given to these conflict victims. So there's a backlog of flood victims who have not received their items. Just last week, the RCC, the Regional Coordinating Council, is complaining. They've run out of resources for even these conflict victims. The disassembly has run out. They cannot even generate, funds from the IDF. They can't. So the time has come for the National Peace Council and all stakeholders to come together to adopt, Mr. Speaker, a more proactive reconciliation or peacemaking approach, so that Nkwanta will once again be a peaceful place for the people to be able to go about their normal activities or duties. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity.
Yes.